All right, so let's talk about week three. I'm recording this on a very cold Eastern weekend. So those of you that are on this side of the country, you're inside working on this stuff this weekend, and those of you that aren't, well, don't taunt us. First of all, a note about last week. First of all, I hope you enjoyed the live session, and if you didn't, the video is up. Second, your feedback on the environmental assessment audit just usually takes me a couple more days. As you know, because you did it, it's an extensive assignment, and I like to get a little more feedback. And my feedback there doesn't really impact this week's assignment. If it did, I'd get it to you quickly. So you're able to work on SWOT and TOES without this. So just don't be alarmed. I don't know that it'll be late, but I'll be traveling a little bit, and depending on what my technology lets me do, and the focus and time. So there's that. Also, this week's stuff, right? So first ethics group goes this week. It should be posted early, like Sunday night, Monday morning. And it's funny because the class is kind of divided in half. So, right, so half of your moderating, you put up the question, and you're answering questions, taking feedback from the other half of the class that's agreeing with you, disagreeing with you, offering different points of view, different examples. And next week we'll flip. So engage, right? When it's your week to lead. When it's your week to engage, because as you've looked at the rubric, part of it's about your quality of your example, part of it's about your participation. And if we were in a class, we would just do this one night, right? We'd sit around in groups and each group would present, we'd tear each other up. It'd be fun. It'd be a lot of fun, actually. This just has to replace it as a discussion group. So pay attention to that. I look forward to seeing it every year. I get really surprised by some of the great examples groups come up with, and I look forward to seeing yours. You've got some stuff on competitive forces shaping strategy that should be interesting. Some other kind of stuff. I put some stuff about senders and receivers and that kind of thing. I try to introduce content that maybe we're not getting to or applying, but is in this realm of learning, so your head can kind of spin around it. And I hope you enjoy it. Always enjoy the feedback. But listen, you could teach 2 12-week courses on this stuff. And a lot of times you guys will talk about like the application of these principles to your jobs, right? And it's not just marketing. I mean, marketing, communications, how you influence your teams and lead your organizations and all that. So especially the thing about senders and receivers, I think is really important to remember how messaging works. So there's that. And then there's the big assignment of the week, which is SWOT to TOES. And I revamped the instructions this year to try to be really, really clear, but let me be really, really clear here. Don't use the template prompts. Those are there to help you think about questions. The format is the format. It's 4 boxes. They're short. These are 3, 5, 6 word answers, not 3 lines. You will get penalized heavily. And it's hard, but if you can say it in 14 words, challenge yourself to say it in 4. It's designed to be a snapshot that someone looks at and goes, this is where my organization is. Honestly, it's got to be honest. So strengths and weaknesses, bring them on, right? Opportunities, threats. But if everything's strengths and nothing's weaknesses, then it doesn't look objective. We use this tool. I sit with departments, with physician groups, and we try to do it to really come to a consensus on where we are, because it'll help us understand where we're going. It is used. It's been around a long time. Don't fight it. It is what it is. So when you try to write a small paper, it's going to hurt. When you flip it over to the TOES, though, it becomes more interesting. Right? So TOES is a relatively new concept over, say, the last 5 years, and this is putting it to work. You're going to take that same stuff that you found at SWOT, and now you're going to put it in actions. And the great thing I've found about TOES is a lot of what you'll put there, you'll come back to later in the course. You'll use it to build your tactics. You might do your segments. So it starts to link together and into the future. This is, I don't know if I said this already, but this is the assignment where I try to use audio feedback. And sometimes it's challenging, but if you see an audio file, when I do feedback, I'll go through and like score the rubric. But I find it easier a lot of times to talk to you about your assignment and what I see. And it gives me the best chance to offer feedback. So don't be surprised if you see that. Otherwise, if you're struggling with anything, let me know. This is a very, very quick course in 7 weeks. We're moving, and you're doing great. But if you don't feel like you're doing great, now would be a good time to reach out. Let me know. All right. Hope you have a good, safe weekend and week. And I'll talk to you again very soon and look forward to your work. Have a good one.